Hey, brother teacher here. I was fortunate to have been sitting in a courtroom some years ago, and someone who was there on trial, for lack of a better expression, maybe not trial, but he was there to see the court justice or the judge, as it were. And during the discourse, he made the statement, I want my constitutional rights, or you can't take my constitutional rights away. And every time he mentioned Constitution, the judge threatened him and said, if you mention that word again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. You said, what? Did that really happen? Yes, it did. And it has not only happened from my perspective, from me sitting there watching it in court, but I have seen many videos of court appearances, if you will, of the same thing happening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, correct me if I'm mistaken. Are we not supposed to be governed by the Constitution? Is that not a contract for the people? Is that not supposed to protect our inalienable rights under God? Why in the world then would a public servant, the judge, threaten someone with jail time for mentioning the Constitution in court? You let me know if you have ever experienced this personally, and you let me know if you've ever seen a video of a court proceeding where someone has mentioned the Constitution and the same thing played out. Look it up. You would be surprised. So once you look it up, if you have not experienced this, that is, once you look it up and you see that it has indeed occurred across America, then there's something that you need to ask yourself. Is the Constitution worth the paper that it's been written on? Do the judges honor the Constitution in this nation? Or are they dancing to a different drummer, a different beat? I choose the latter. They're not following the Constitution in the courtrooms. And if you didn't know that, ta-da! Now you do. I'm telling you, they're not following the Constitution. We, the people, want to believe that we live in a common law society, and it's supposed to be that way under the Constitution of the Republic, I should say. But that's not what it is today. Our freedoms have been stripped away from us, ladies and gentlemen, with our eyes wide open, and we didn't know it. And they've been gone for quite a while. It's time for you. My eyes are open, but it's time for you to open your eyes and get the real picture, that things are not as they appear. So once you do your due diligence and you look this up, begin to ask yourself a question. But once you find the answer, and the answer is going to be obvious to you, that they're not acknowledging, they're not honoring their oath of office, and they're not following the Constitution, then you must be asking yourself then, excuse my phone, what are they following? What are they following if they're not following the Constitution? I can guarantee you this: they're not following the law. As hard a pill that this may be for you to swallow, it is the truth anyway. And this is crazy because the truth has become in America taboo. Anytime you mention the truth, you are ostracized, you're vilified, you're criminalized, you're called crazy. They try to slough you off and push you off to the side and push on with their agenda or agendas. So you let me know what you think about this subject. Does the judicial system follow the Constitution? And if you find it to be no, then you tell me why. I'm curious. Tell me what your belief is then. Now, don't get all emotionally up in arms and upset and angry with me because I'm presenting something to you that you should be studying for yourself and find out whether it be factual or not. Just don't take my word, okay? But you owe it to yourself. Once a person presents some information to you that's going to change the dynamics of your life and the paradigm in which you've already been living, don't you think you owe it to your family as well to know the truth? And not just simply know the truth, ladies and gentlemen, to act upon it. This brother teacher, I'm gone.